for everyday life to, what's the word I'm looking for? For everyday life to become more important, essentially. To be a priority, that's the word. And it's been a long day. But when you've got a challenge, you're doing something that's more important than you. You know, so it's a really, really good thing to have this challenge. And I'm also a massive believer in just doing different things as well. I lived there for 25 years and into lockdown. I never knew this.
Yeah, a lot of people in Epsom didn't
I never knew. Yeah. I never knew from an Nelson route through there. Yeah. Never knew.
No.
Mad, isn't it?
It is. And lots of people that said I've lived here for 50 years never even knew that this place was here. Never even knew that you could walk down here. And yeah, that's what people say. It's a place that's safe and stuff.
Yeah. I've been here lots of times on my bike in the way through.
And it's just so peaceful. Like, people are always like, oh, how do we drive to you? We're like, we're not for driving. We can't drive in. Like, the whole point of us is that you get to us by, like, not only is it good for you, but yeah, you might come here on pie, that's not so good, but it's actually
Those are great, by the way, and the sausage rolls. The sausage rolls are really good.
Yeah. We opened and planned to shut maybe October, but then obviously all the restrictions carried on and everywhere else was shut. We were like, we can't shut.
I came here once from my bit in lockdown. Just came for a cup of tea. I love what they've done here for what it's amazing.
Right, you can film that now that I've cleaned up.
Thank you. See you later. I love coming here. Absolutely love it. Just at the little plug, we're just at the riverbank, which is in between Urmston and Sale, on a riverbank obviously. Yeah, I mean, this place has only been open since lockdown, and I kind of stumbled across it. I think, like a lot of people, got more into getting out and about because, you know, obviously we were only limited on time-wise exercise, but I'd start getting out and about on my bike a little bit, and then a friend of mine told me about the routes down the river, which are not far from my house, and we're literally on a river Mersey. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. In any weather, it's great. So, you know, what's that saying? There's no such thing as bad weather, only bad kit. So I invested in a little bit of kit, got on my bike, and started exploring. And this cafe's here. And everybody knows I love a good cup of tea. I've got a cup of tea today, have I, you know, but love a good cup of tea. So I'd stop off here, have a bit of a drink, chill out, and then find my roots. And it's just somewhere that I've come back to loads and loads of times since, and I'll come back here as long as I'm able. I absolutely love it. Even have some work meetings here, do some client meetings here sometimes. But it's definitely a spot that I find a bit of I do some work here, but then I also find a bit of solace here and a little bit of reflective time. You know, I think the water's really good for calming us down, for lowering our energy, lowering our vibration, and just bringing our nervous system down. So I love just sort of sitting by the water and chilling out, having a sip of water. I've got a bit of a treat drink today, but no sugar, but I love just sitting and having a think and having a reflect. Sometimes, as I say, work, and then other times nothing, just being present and in the moment. So yeah, I love it here. I love numbers, I love data, and I think it's really widely recognised now that sort of 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day is really, really good for you. That's what you should do for your brain, for your heart, for your lungs, to help control your body weight. But also, I think there's a real mindfulness in walking. I think mindfulness in walking anywhere, getting out and about, walking anywhere is good for you. Just walking around the way you live, walking around the block is great. But then if you can stumble upon your own little gem at this place, if you can stumble on that place where you find a bit of harmony, a bit of solace, a bit of calm, I think you've cracked it, and that's why we're here. I'm a huge believer in not only teaching my clients through maps to get out walking, find a place of solace, but living that life myself. That's why I'm here. I'm getting my steps in, and I'm having a little bit of me time and my little bit of time to think and just chill out. Here leads into a tunnel, and it filters the water out into them. There's a load of marshland in the brook and in the woods there. The whole idea is that that should stop the river from overflowing, but the rainfall was that bad. Even though they opened the floodgate defences at a few different points along the river, because there's a few of them, they overwhelmed the floodgates and still came up and over. And sadly, there's a farm there, and that's where some of the animals, got into difficulty. So we're walking on a nice flat today. It's nice and relaxed, but we do this charity walk a few weeks ago, and we got to this hill and it was pretty horrible, pretty horrendous. One of the highest, steepest hills I've ever climbed, and your brain takes you. So we get started, and we'd already done about 8 hours of walking by this point, and we'd had a drink and whatever, and as soon as we started up this hill, your brain straight away, it took me to, I can't do it, this is tough, I can't do it, or the negatives, and I had a bit of a bad back, so what was going to go wrong with my back and all that kind of stuff, when actually the hill was just like setting our goals when we set our New Year's goals. And actually the way to achieve that goal was just to break it down into small steps, and that's why I believe walking is a great metaphor for life, because it's just putting one foot in front of the other and accepting the process and accepting the journey and accepting that it might take time, it might take a bit longer than you want it to, or it's probably going to be a bit tougher than you want it to, but as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, you'll get there. And so my brain's gone into this place of fucking hell, this is tough, I don't like this, I don't want to do this, can I do this or not, should I just turn around? And actually, because I've trained my brain and because I've got the knowledge and the understanding, I recognised that quite quickly and said, no, stop, this is just your brain trying to keep you comfortable, it's your brain trying to keep you safe. Actually, what I'm going to do, just like goal setting, because it got really tough, I'm just going to break this down into mini goals and mini landmarks. All I'm going to do is I'm going to do 100 steps, which, climbing up a steep hill, 100 steps is not a lot, it's not going to get you very far, but I'm going to do 100 steps, and then I'm going to stop and I'm going to enjoy, because we're in the Lake District, I'm going to be grateful, I'm going to practice a little bit of gratitude, I'm going to enjoy the scenery just for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to do another 100 steps, because somebody said to me, and it was very profound recently when I was doing some other training, it was difficult and tough, and I found myself kind of moaning a little bit about how difficult it was, and it was my other half, Laura, she said to me, well, be grateful that you're able-bodied enough to be able to do it, because there's many people who'd love to swap places with you, there's many people that would love the misery, they'd love to be able to go through the misery, and their bodies won't allow them to do it. It's a profound moment for me. So I broke it down, 100 steps, enjoy the scenery, practice a little bit of gratitude, 100 steps, enjoy the scenery, practice a little bit of gratitude, and then before you know it, you're at the top and you've achieved it. And that for me is one of the big reasons why I love walking. I love it for all the health benefits, I love it for all the mindfulness benefits, but then I also believe it's a huge metaphor for life that you can add in to all parts of your life. In maps we talk about having a vision or a goal, and walking aligns to that. It's about having that vision, that goal,
but then ultimately you've got to break it down into the smaller steps, and then you've got to execute it, but expect challenges along the way, and actually be grateful for the challenges, be grateful that you're able to take them. And that for me is a huge part of MAPS philosophy, a huge part of why I love walking, and I apply that into every part of my life.